Hello. Good morning, folks. So Zair is here again. So again, today I'm going to solve the lead code July's challenge question in front of you guys. So I'll share my screen first. Hope you can see my screen, right? So I'll go to lead code platform first. Go to the explore part. Yeah, this is the July's lead coding challenge. So let's see. Today's question is like this one. Yeah, it is single number third, right? So in this question, yeah, so in this question we will be given one array of numbers, so in which exactly two elements appear only once and all other element appear exactly twice. So we just need to find the two elements that appear only once, right? So you can see in this example, the elements in the array are like 1 2 1 3 2 5. 1 is appear twice, 2 is appear twice, and 3 and 5 is appear only once. So our output should return 3 and 5, right? So these the problem statement, and there's no like here about like, yeah, the order of the result is not important. Yeah, okay. So they are saying like, if even if your output is 5 5 3, it will gonna accept because the order is not important, right? And yeah, about the time complexity, it's saying that your algorithm should run in linear time complexity. Linear time complexity means order of n is the number of element present in the array. And about the space complexity, is saying like, could you implement it using only constant space complexity? So you just need to use constant space complexity means order of one. One. So yeah, so this question can be solved by many methods. Like from the scratch, if I am talking, like I can use brute force way. In the brute force way, the runtime complexity would be little high. It will go to order of n square, and that's bit high, right? And in the brute force way, we can directly solve this question using two for loop, and it will be pretty easy. But can we implement this like using better runtime complexity? Yeah, we can use another way, like sorting, right? What we'll do, first of all, we'll sort the array using merge sort. So it will take order of n log n, and then after sorting it becomes pretty easy. We just need to check the adjacent element. If the adjacent element are not equal to the previous element, then we just need to return store that element into our output. And we just need to iterate complete through the array and check this adjacent and store the element, which is like not the adjacent is not equal to the previous one. We'll store in the array and return the output. So the in this case, the time complexity is better than order of n square. It will take like order of n log n. Now, can you think like how we can just uh, can we actually solve this question using better and time complexity than this? Yeah. So we can also use hash map. In the hash map, we'll store the element and the count of element present in the array, and then after that, we just need to like iterate once through the array and check the count. If the count is like one, we just need to return the element. So in that case, we can solve the question in order of n, linear time complexity. But yeah, we are using extra space here, right? Because we are using hash map to store the element and the count of element. Key value pair we are just storing, so it will it is not using constant space complexity. So to get rid from this, yeah, we can use like bit manipulation method, like where we can use the XOR operator. Using XOR operator, we can actually solve this problem with the linear runtime complexity as well as the constant space complexity, right? So we'll start off with hashmap method. First of all, I'll explain you like how we can solve this question using hashmap, and then we'll move ahead, right? So this is the function which we need to take care. So we just need to return a vector which will contain like the two values. And yeah, so first of all, I'll initialize a map, hash map. Let's name is like store elements. Take this variable name, this map name, elements. We also need one iterator to iterate in this map, for iterating in this map. So I'll use this iterator, 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 it, right? So the so our first job should be like storing element into the hash map, key value pair in the hash map. So I'll store the elements, the count of elements into the hash map. So we'll just iterate through the array once and try keep storing the element in the hash map. So nums dot size I plus plus, right? So yeah, it is equal to store elements elements store elements nums of I. If the key is not present, then we just need to initialize the pair as 1 in this case, right? So for that, store elements, control C, control V, store element nums of I is equal to 1, right? If the key is already present, then we just need to increment the value of the pair. Else, for that, you just copy it. Okay, guess it, control C, control V, and plus 1, right? So I'm done with storing the key value pair in hash map. Then finally we just need to iterate through the array once and try keep checking the value pair correspond to the key. Key is the element in the array, and if the value is like 1, then we just need to store that element into our answer vector and return it. So for that, I'll initialize a vector int answer where I have to store the elements, right? Then we just need to iterate through the array nums of I, sorry, nums dot size and I plus plus. If store elements of I is equal to 1, we just need to push answer dot pus push back nums of I. Here it is not I, it should be like nums of I. Yeah. So I'm done with my logic. So finally I just need to return the answer. Yeah, let me check once from the above. Here actually I'm just doing finding the two numbers which appear exactly ones. Okay, let me run and check. Compiler error, why? Okay, I got it. Here it's not like this, it's like store dot find. What's wrong here? Store element declare here. Store elements is not okay. Control Z. It's not elements, it's only element. Actually, I initialize like store element using extra s over here. So just put it s here and s here because I have used s everywhere. I guess, yeah. So now it should run. Find store elements. Yeah, okay. Store dot find. Yeah, so you can see it's working like in this array. My answer is 3 5 and expected answer is 3 5, and it should be 3 5 because 3 and 5 is only appearing once. So I'll change the using this custom test case and try to put my own input and check whether actually it's working or not on different test cases. 3, let 5 here once, and just remove 1 and just remove what, just put 9 here. It should return 1 and 9 because 1 and 9 appears only once. Okay, yeah, it's working. My answer is 1 9 and expected answer is 9 1 because yeah, it is 9 1. The order is different, but in the problem statement, it is already mentioned that order of the result is not important. So it's okay. It's working fine. Mm, so is there any more constraint over here? What if my like this array is only 2 element? It will return 1 and 2 directly. Let me run here because 1 and 2 is like appearing only once. It's working fine. What if I have only single element present? So I think this test case is invalid because at least I think there should be like 2 element. 2 and 0. Expected answer is 2 and 0. 2 and 0. Okay, I'll do one thing. 2 and 0, right? If, yeah, so simple do here. If the for each cases, like I'll check for like empty area also and see what is the test case over here. If it is showing 0 0, then I just need to store 0 0 over there. 0 0, yeah, got it. So what I need to do is like this array initialize on the top, control C and control V, and now if nums of dot size is less than nums of size is less than 2, then if num of size is less than 2, and yeah, if nums dot size is equal to 0, then we just need to uh, push less than 2, right? We just need to push, yeah. Answer dot pus push bsc के big 0 and again 0. Control V and just need to return answer. That's it. Now if nums dot size is equal to 1, then uh, just copy it and paste over here. Control C and Control V. Push back up initially the put here in number of 0. The number which is present on the like 0th index, and second one should be 0 because there will be no any element present in the array. In this case I just need to return answer. In this case it should run. I mean, you can check over here. It will give 0 0. Yeah, it is giving 0 0 output. And in the case of like if there is only single element present, right, it will give 2 and 0 or 0 or 2. In my case it will give 2 and 0. Yeah, it is fine. I'll okay, now I'll submit it and check it. Yeah, you can see it has been accepted. My code has been accepted. Like so, this is how you can solve this question. But yeah, again, I'm saying I'm not using the constant space complexity in this case, right? For that, we need to use XOR operator. Uh, to solve this question using constant space complexity. But yeah, my I'll assure you that my runtime complexity is linear, linear in this question. So that's all, guys. Hope you guys actually understood this one. So bye, guys. Thank you. I'll stop the recording.